Hi friends, welcome back to Weldtech QC, the YouTube channel of Lloyd's Institute of Technologies. Today we will be discussing about arc welding power sources or welding machines as we normally call it. So friends, let us see how the power source with the welding power source, arc welding power source functions. Welcome to Weldtech QC, the YouTube channel of Lloyd's Institute of Technologies. We will be discussing about arc welding power sources, that is commonly known as welding machines. So when we look at the welding machine, we will be able to see the welding machine which is connected to the wall outlet. The wall outlet, we took the line from a power line to our home or factory or shop. Then from the wall outlet, the power goes to arc welding machine. Actually, it goes to the primary windings within the machine, then transformed it to secondary windings, and a lot of other functions also take place inside the machine. Then finally goes to the welding. Then finally goes to the welding, where we are able to weld a proper quality welding. Now let us see the scene behind all this. Now before we proceed, we should try to understand the scenes behind the power lines. Actually, what is the actual function of a arc welding power source or a welding machine? Why that machine is needed? Why don't we able to take the power, take the electricity directly from the wall outlet? So let us try to understand all this. How the power is generated. So let us see how the power is generated. So we have earlier seen the arc welding power sources at a glance, like rectifiers, generators, engine driven generator, motor driven generator, inverter based welding power source, transformers. All the we just had a look at it in our earlier videos, but what we should try to understand, what are the factors when we select a welding machine, what are the factors we should consider. So let us see into that. And first of all, let us see what is the function of a welding machine. The actual function of the welding machine or arc welding power source is to reduce the high input voltage to a suitable output voltage, because the line voltage is very high and at the same time the line ampere is very low, which is not suitable for welding. For welding, it has to be vice versa, opposite. Voltage should be down and amperage should be increased, should be high. Usually the line voltage is 120, 220, 240, 480. Depends upon the country's uh, where it is getting transformed or getting transmitted. But actually, what we require is a voltage of 15 to 80 volts. Similarly, the amperage also. The line amperage will be around 10, 12, 13 only. But what a welding process requires is something beyond that, 15 to as high as 1500 for some process. So how this transmission take place? Let us see. The electricity is made by the power companies at approximately 13,500 volts. The electricity is made by the power companies at approximately 13,500 volts. It is then further stepped up to 350 100,000 volts and low amperage for long distance travel, because it should reach all over the country, and almost instantly it reaches to the destination from the power plant to the destination, like our home or factories. Instantly it reaches. To enable that, the voltage need to be stepped up and amperage should be kept low. And this generator, the line voltage is always AC, alternating current. It is then sent to substations to reduce the high voltage to travel to local distribution center. Then from the distribution centers it is sent to transmission towers and a series of transformers, again to reduce the voltage to the usage level for welding or any other function. At the same time, the amperage need to be increased to use for homes and shops and factories. Only then we will be able to do our normal functions. The voltage level around the weld is ranging from 115 voltage, 115 voltage to 575 voltage approximately. Depends upon your countries where it is being used. In India, it is 230 volts for a single phase power line, and 415 volts for three phase. But in US it is different. Most of the Asian and European countries use the same as India. Then from the power lines, it comes to our wall outlet of our home or factory or shop, workshop. Then we plug into outlet, then our machine start working, then we are able to weld. The welding machine, there are two coils. So mainly there are two coils. One is the primary windings, the other one is secondary windings. We will discuss about all the internal part of the machine later. So now you could understand what is the function of a arc welding power source or a welding machine. Basically, this is to reduce the high voltage of lineage and low ampere of the line of the power line to a low voltage and high amperage so that we can weld. The arc welding process can be taken place. Now, let us see how to select a suitable welding machine. There are plenty of welding machines around. Different type of welding machine, AC or DC, or you need both, or whether it is a constant current or is it a constant voltage type. Or you should go for a transformer or a transformer rectifier or an inverter based welding power source. Which one? Which one to be chosen? Which one to be selected? Or you have to go for an engine driven machine or a motor generator. So totally confused. So all answers will be there in the part 2. Until then, goodbye. See you in next. Thank you.